When you run down the hill and like you bust around the stadium and you do the whole 9 yards with that, like, does it get you amped up every time you do it?
Yeah. Some people are different. Like some people say they like Tiger Walk better than the hill, running down the hill. Some people like the hill the best. I like the bus around the stadium the best because like you get, especially for a night game. When we played NC State, that first night game last year, we had the new lights and we had the new scoreboard. So like that was like, all right, like this is college football. So like we're busting around and we got to like the first right turn. We're on the left side of the stadium and we could hear the "We Will Rock You," and I was like, you know, this is legit. And so then we get around to the rock, and like you see everybody's phone. Like you look out the window, we can't really see a whole lot, just like the tops of the stadium, but we see all the lights and the music, and then the lights flick on and everybody's yelling. So yeah, that gives me. I like the bus ride the most, and then like right before the game starts, before kickoff.
Yeah, dude, you gave me goosebumps just describing it. In 8th grade, you were like born to be a star. You started varsity, right? Isn't that the the story?
So I went to the Lakeland Christian. It was a K through 12 school, and we don't have a JV, so it's middle school and high school, middle school and varsity. So I was about 5'10" or 5'11", probably like 170, 175, and they threw me on varsity. Played the whole season with it. Actually, I didn't hate it, but I was like, it was difficult. Yeah. And once I got to school and like kind of, got to know a lot of the guys there, all my buddies played middle school. So I was like, dang, I feel like I'm missing out. But it was a great learning opportunity.
What was it like going against seniors, like in practice, but also like in the games? Like you're going against people, you're in middle school. Like I feel like that's way different than being a freshman against seniors in like college,
Yeah, it was difficult because I didn't weigh anything. I was like a stick out there, but I just knew how to work hard and I was just fast. So I just tried to run as fast as possible around people, and like I couldn't hold blocks or like push anybody out the way. Like honestly, a lot of times like I would like slant in a gap and like the tackle would like literally push me into a tackle. So like that's pretty much most of what I did.
Bringing up Coach Venables, I was reading that I guess your mom went to high school with him, right?
Yeah, they grew up together.
Like did that make you feel more comfortable about Clemson just because you knew that at the time the defensive coordinator had somewhat of a relationship with your family?
Yeah, a little bit. So when I came here to visit my going into my sophomore year that summer, I came up that was the first time I'd come here for the camp. And we saw Coach Venables like at the check-in and all that and talked to him for a long time, like because of my mom and him, because they went to the same high school. I think they're a couple of years difference in age, but they went to the same high school. And I think he used to hang out with my mom's brother a little bit, so my uncle. So yeah, there was just a connection there, and like from the minute that I met him, like he was always like real personable and like and kind of took me under his wing in the recruitment process and stuff like that. So yeah, he played a big part in me coming here.
When you decide to like commit to Clemson, you waited to do it in person, right? Yep. Like with Coach Sweeney there and everyone there. So what was that whole like day lead up, and why'd you decide to do that?
I could have committed in like November or maybe December of that year, 2019. But they were having a junior day, or like our elite junior day in like late January. It was January 26th or the 25th, 26th. And I think I had kind of just decided I want to like wait to commit like in person, like with the staff, and like just kind of have it a big deal, have my family there. Yeah. So I just thought that would have been more cool. So yeah, leading up to that day, I was excited. I was ready to go. It was definitely felt more comfortable going up there and like knowing that I was like about to be committed. So I went through the day, went through the visit with my family and stuff, and then went to Coach Sweeney's office like late in the afternoon, 3 or 4. Talked to him for about 30 minutes, and then he was like, gave me the whole spiel about Clemson again, and he was like, so like, just want to make sure you're like 100% like ready to commit. He's like, are you ready? And I was like ready like before we even walked in the door. So yeah, I told him I was like, yeah, I'm 100%, I'm locked in. And then like he like jumped in there and started yelling, and like Coach Venables was in there and Coach Ski, my position coach, and like my whole family. So yeah, it was a pretty big deal.
Entering the season, like what are your like personal goals to be able to accomplish?
First goal is to be a starter, and then I obviously want to win a national championship in terms of like the team goals. But be a starter, I would say I want to be a consistent starter. So like not just start one game. I want to be a consistent starter. And then I want to leave here as an All-American and have the Clemson and NCAA sack record. Single season and career.
And that'd be the trifecta right there.
Yeah, it would be.
How advanced is like Clemson's nutrition, like technology and all that? Like it 100 yards of wellness? Is that what it's called?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I'd say it's the best in the country. I've seen a lot of other people's, but this is definitely by far the best. The weight room guys, strength and conditioning, and then the 100 yards of wellness. They all work together. They're like in sync, like every day with what they do. But yeah, the 100 yards of wellness is. We finished that up last summer. The training room is insane. It's just a place to hang out and have fun and chat it up, And then the other side of it is our recovery, and that's probably the most advanced thing that we have. That's what everybody sees.
Do you have like a hidden talent?
I like to tell myself that I can sing. I think if I took voice lessons one day, I think I would be able to like do a concert.